5 degrees with the humidity. Javier's first pitch to Stephen Kwan, who, Rick, you mentioned he was out after foul. Kwan having Terry Francona come up to him the other day and say, well, you got this 18-game hits.
Because he hasn't had a day off since July 3rd. And he said no. He said, I'll take it off and get some ice on it. And then he had to.
Kwan has in his swing and ability to go out there and get hits.
He really is a unicorn in baseball.
From where we're playing a lot of games with, this guy really controls the strike zone. That's a rarity right there, going out of the zone to swing at a high fast. Debut this year. It's been mix and match, and they're out here to find out what they can do.
The loudest foul. He's swung a very good bat for Cleveland so far this year, and this is a Guardians team. Arch, I mean, when you came into this season,
what you're going to see from this Cleveland ball club is they all run baseballs out. They hustle. And you know what? Sad to say, it's sort of
obvious. And you know what it does too is it changes the way you play defense against teams that you know are going to hustle.
This to right, Chaz McCormick in the sunlight for round number 2.
Yeah, that old
on Aneledmus Diaz, who can fill in and give guys days off.
By the way, you mentioned Trey Mancini. We will be joined by Trey from down on the field.
Yeah, they wouldn't let you do it in the first because Ramirez is up.
Exactly. Be on that pull side.
You saying it wouldn't look great on me, or was that a cheap shot here?
I mean, since you said it.
To right field toward the corner by Ramirez, and this is down and fair. He's out for his pitcher, Tristan McKenzie. And now Josh Naylor, who takes a first pitch fastball a little.
When he stays, he's upset. When he stays with it,
that's a different cup of coffee.
It's like the old 10 o'clock B games in spring training.
Oh, these were definitely games I'd be playing in.
Here. 1-2 misses in. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Who? Jeff Kent. Morgan Ensberg got me a couple of times, even though he was younger than me.
Yeah, see, that's a problem, I feel like. Here to Naylor.
Go high heat. Slowed it down.
Ooh, we went to the slider and struck him out.
I'm hearing you.
Oh, I was just asking where you got the sunglasses.
Oh, yeah. So my former teammate Anthony Santander had a pair in spring training. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely good for day games.
0-1 pitch hit in the air, left side of the infield. You can hang out for a second. Pena's got it.
Yeah, it was a blast. I just, you know, you get traded over, you want to get off to a good start, and you know, it was a really
Baltimore.
Yeah,
also?
in Baltimore, I did my first 3 games actually, so that was you know, a really exciting start to my major league career. So
that field,
it felt really good. It's always been one of my favorite places to play actually as a visitor. It's one of my favorites.
And a little bit different than Baltimore these days.
Yeah. Wait, what's that?
A little bit different than Baltimore is these days. They moved that fence on you.
Yeah, they moved the fence.
Last hit in Baltimore, we saw the wheels of Trey Mancini. Where'd you get those, bud?
That's 16th percentile sprint speed. As I was rounding second base, all I was thinking about was I was praying that they called it a hit. That felt really good. It felt really, really good. And it was a special moment, really special moment with the fans. And I think I maybe had one in 19 too. I don't know what it is if I hit it with a weird spin, but yeah, I tend to. It's like your body kind of takes over and you don't really think too much. You don't really think too much. It's also nice that it's been more right.
Yeah, like what do you mean by that?
I played first for my whole life, so I'm just, you know, letting my instincts take over pretty much. It sounds pretty similar to what we ran in Baltimore, and as a first baseman, I think that's going out. As a first baseman, you kind of read the second. Oh yeah, I'm surprised that, well, I guess Oscar Gonzalez has the SpongeBob. Oh, I might have to catch this one.
Get there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, big Biggie fan.
2-2 for Miller.
Dare me again here.
He's got it.
He got it.
Hey, Trey, Dusty is one of the most interesting people in baseball, and we say hello to him and hope everything's going all right for a great man as Alex Bregman rolls into
intuitive instinct to go get that short hop. Was pretty impressive right there.
You know, that's, I think, what some people don't realize when you say, oh, this guy could play for. Very important there.
They can save you ball games.
Yes, no question. Yeah. No question.
And I feel like confidence.
Throw every once in a while. But you have Yuli, now Trey over there at first base, and they start to pick that ball. That only increases the confidence. You see it, yet you still go after it out of the zone.
Did you feel that with former teammates?
Oh, yeah.
No. You got to hit it. It's like batting practice. You know what's coming. And you still pop it up in batting practice.
No, one of my best was like knew he was going to flip me a curveball at some point this at bat, but there's just that feeling inside where you say, okay, this is the one.
Yeah, and face their former team they've been with, they're successful because they've got an agenda. I'll teach you for getting rid of me.
You got rid of me? We'll see what you got rid of.
That's right. Yeah, it's a prove it.
Coming out of hand nicely.
3-2. He went fastball up in the zone.
In a league where you just assume that everybody hits off the fastball.
Into left center.
That'll change that number a little bit.
Yeah, but that's what this guy does.
Yes.
Rosario takes ball one on the slider from Javier.
Hard you throw. And then he won't swing at balls out of the zone.
Well, the psychology of that.
Yeah, it's a throwback.
Yeah, and he's not keep doing it.
Yeah, set the table for the guys that are going to get paid to drive you in.
Right field, McCormick on the trot makes the catch.
If that's part of the family tree, and maybe get a cut of that.
Yeah, you hope it is.
Exactly. They've done pretty good.
I feel like Blumhouse is one of the residences that you have living off that.
There's moments. Few and far between. I love it, but there have been moments.
He had Ramirez out in front of the slider. And there are 3 Astros in the area.
Expand the plate by about 4 more inches.
It's a very good way of putting it.
Well hit right field. Down the line it goes, and that's a fair ball in front of McCormick. He's an all-star, and it seems like a great dude to boot.
No doubt. And the great story is he got traded for Lindor, who was star. He's been unbelievable. And Rosario's been awfully good, too. So, I mean, to fill in for a guy that's been the
$23 because he did it early. That seems unfair. But I mean, he seems like a very humble kid too.
Baseball's a great game in the sense that you can go out there and make the adjustments and work hard enough to be able to compete.
Isn't that the truth?
Popped up third base side. The sun is a little bit of a problem.
That ball's position.
He's been doing it for years. 200 hits a season.
Yeah.
Gonzalez in the air behind shortstop. That's a long way to go for Dubon, and it gets down.
But at the same time, there was a series in, like I said, Shea Stadium, but Citi Field, where the New York Mets are playing, and there was an actual.
What does that look like to a left fielder with the sun?
You're right.
2 strikes again for Javier, and a stop by Maldonado. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's big with this rotation with the Astros. That's been the secret of their success.
Oh, a tester on a fastball to the outside.
Effectively had a lot of chase.
2-2. In the air, right field side. McCormick on the move into foul territory, and this is out of play.
I've never seen anything like it. The ability to flip the switch and play up to the opponent.
Up the middle, second base. Diaz.
Wow,
spins.
Realize that hitters are aggressive, and they may have.
And they will stay aggressive if you throw strikes.
Exactly. Nice to work with the camera.
Make it big early, and they'll keep swinging.
Yep.
I gotta say, I feel like this is the brand of baseball that's
The walks, the 7, 8, 9 pitch at bats.
Yeah, those games drag.
They really do, and I mean, love it.
Right.
I mean, 0-0, 1-0 game can be great.
may not be 0-0 for long. Maile to left and gone. Luke Maile tattoos a 1-2 pitch, and the Guardians have the first lead of the ball. Deep to left for the first run of the ball game. Breaking ball away for ball 1 to Straw. Here it is again.
Clipped it perfectly.
Luke Maile's first home run, as that ball is hit to center field. Myers is back on it, and Celebrities out of the woodwork. Got a message from Eduardo Perez, my former colleague at ESPN, who is the general manager.
That's a tough gig. GM of the Puerto Rican team.
Oh yeah, nobody to pick from, certainly.
Right, the talent pool is really limited.
Escogido and Santo Domingo back in 1974 and 5. Yeah, it was fun. Good base.
Can't even imagine.
Well,
what it's like
I signed as a shortstop. I never wore a cup. I went out and bought one after. I mean, They didn't work with me. Say, hey, let's work with you at short. I think they knew I was going to be an outfielder.
Yeah, they said, forget about that. You're going out.
Yeah,
high roller.
And hope you stayed it in. You lose $5 in a slot machine. You go home crying.
What do you
Did have somebody.
That was actually an older league. You know, it was like 21-year-old guys out of college.
into center field? Yet another base hit for Stephen Kwan. It's a one-out single in repertoire, and sometimes the tendencies as well. It's a very advanced pitching machine that Terry believes had a pretty big. And then he fouled the same pitch off his toe in game, and Kwan said, well, you know, at least the simulator's right.
And break on their pitches, which is fascinating to me that they're able to replicate that.
That's a one hopper that gets away, and Kwan advances to second. And
I said before.
Popped up first base side. Mancini in foul territory. If I'm that
Scooter, he can hop on his scooter
does.
and head down there.
He may have to go down some stairs with it. He doesn't want a dirt bike.
second base, and Diaz with the throw. They can basically stay in tune with the game plan for the week by watching virtual reality. Ramirez at the plate.
Just be careful. Go at him, you know, and see if he wants to swing at your pitch. If you don't, and you've been throwing, are not high enough right now. So just there you go. He's staying with that pitch, and if you make a perfect pitch, that's when you make them.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. He did a great job there, getting the fastball in there. Yeah, you have to be.
Who was the most weather obsessed person?
Tell him to come be one here.
Yeah, you're 30% is Hall of Fame numbers here, right? May.
Oh yeah.
Just don't make dinner plans or lunch plans the next day or anything.
It doesn't matter what town you're in. There's going to be one right now.
I've heard great things about him. Don't know him personally. 2-1 to Naylor in the air, right hand side. Yeah, there's.
You got and you played cards. That was it.
He was just he was sitting in there watching the soap operas. That ball's hit very well by Jimenez, but right at
The updates, man. I'd be that guy.
by the way, weatherman Jeff Blum, it's raining hard, and these are big drops right now. Well, we did have the wherewithal to cover up the old power strip. Speaking of power,
Now
deep to left, and it's
wind.
short,
Wind.
man.